IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC. The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
What if I told you there's a cab service you can book right now in Jalingo? Sounds like a dream, right? No, it's reality. Let Supercab get you transported to anywhere you want to go in Jalingo, and let them also run your errands for you while you sit at the comfort of your home. And guess what? It is affordable, reliable and fast. They run a 24-hour service. You can click the link attached to this video to download the app, or you can also download the app on Play Store. I'm so excited for this, and I know you are too. Use Supercab today and be happy. Bye.
Welcome to Business Daily on Sam TV. Business Daily on Sam TV comes up every Monday to Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. I am Abraham Manajoda with the news. Dangote Cement hit 503 billion naira net profit in 2024. Dangote Cement posted a net profit Dangote Cement posted a net profit of 503 billion naira in 2024, says a report from NBC. The report from NBC stated that the company in the financial year, the group's revenue increased by 62% to 3.58 trillion naira in 2024, up from 2.21 trillion in 2023. Gross profit stood at 1.9 trillion with a gross margin of 54%. Operating profit increased by 57% to 1.15 trillion, while pre-tax profit rose to 732.5 billion naira. Net tax expense stood at 229.3 billion naira. And Dangote Cement's Nigeria operations recorded a net profit of 1.18 trillion naira, while its other African operations posted a net loss of 24.4 billion naira. The group total asset grew by 63% to 6.4 trillion naira, with net asset increasing to 2.18 trillion. And let us look at some of the key highlights of this. Revenue shows the revenue is 3.58 trillion naira, up by 62% from 2023, while gross profit is 1.9 trillion naira, up by 54% from 2023. Operating net amounts to 1.15 trillion naira, up 57% from 2023. while net profit is at 503.2 billion naira, up 10% from 2023, while the total assets are 6.4 trillion naira, up 63% for 2023. West Africa secures 100 million euro investment for renewable energy. In a significant boost to West Africa's renewable energy sector, the region has secured 100 million investment to promote sustainable growth and climate resilience. This funded a collaboration between the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development (EBRD) and the European Investment Bank (EIB), with support from the European Union (EU), aims to bridge the financing gap for clean energy projects. The investment is part of a broader 150 million euro financial commitment focusing on expanding access to solar, hydro, and other renewable energy sources. This initiative is expected to strengthen West African energy infrastructure, stimulate economic growth, and reduce carbon emissions. Mauricio Mahoro, Vice President in charge of risk and control at EBRD, emphasized the importance of this partnership, stating that it will provide ECOWAS member states with the financial resources needed to achieve sustainable growth. The renewable energy projects under this initiative will focus on increasing access to electricity, particularly through solar photovoltaics and hydroelectric power. Ambroise Fayole, Vice President of the EIB, highlighted the significance of this investment, stating that it will contribute to economic development, climate action, and environmental sustainability in the ECOWAS region. The EIB will also provide technical assistance to local stakeholders to strengthen their ability to implement climate-focused projects. The EU has pledged an additional 300 million euro to accelerate clean energy projects, underscoring its commitment to helping communities transition to sustainable energy solutions. Joseph Sikela, European Commission for International Partnership, emphasized the urgency of this initiative, stating that it aims to empower communities to build a greener and more prosperous future. Federal Inland Revenue Service emerges as Nigeria's new crude oil, with tax revenue surpassing oil receipts. In a historic shift, the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) has become the largest contributor to Nigeria's revenue pool, surpassing oil receipts. This milestone marks a significant departure from the country's long-standing reliance on crude oil exports. According to recent data, FIRS accounted for approximately 70% of the total revenue collected and shared by the three tiers of government in 2024. This impressive feat is attributed to the agency's restructuring and reorientation under the leadership of Zach Adedeji. The FIRS chairman emphasized the importance of putting taxpayers at the center of all policies and initiatives. This customer-centric approach has led to a significant increase in tax revenue, with FIRS collecting 1.275 trillion in January 2024 alone. The growth in tax revenue has been steady, with FIRS contributing 1.491 trillion in February, 1.061 trillion in March, and 1.187 trillion in April. This upward trajectory continued throughout 2024, with FIRS accounting for 2.841 trillion naira of the 3.5 trillion accrued to the Federation accounts in June. The Accountant General of the Federation, Dr. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Madeyin, highlighted the significance of FIRS contribution, stating that tax revenue has become the highest source of revenue for the nation. President Bola Tinubu's administration has been commended for its efforts to diversify the economy, with the non-oil sector accounting for approximately 75% of the total revenue. The removal of fuel subsidies and unification of the exchange rate has been cited as key factors contributing to the record tax revenue collection. Federal Inland Revenues aim to continue this upward trend, targeting 25.2 trillion in tax revenue for 2025. This goal is expected to provide more funds for the three tiers of government to meet their needs. Overall, FRS emergence as Nigeria new crude oil marks a significant shift in the country's revenue landscape, with tax revenue surpassing oil received for the first time in history. Nigeria's hailing subsector traps millions in poverty, according to NBS data. Despite Nigeria's impressive 3.84 GDP growth in the fourth quarter of 2024, millions remain trapped in poverty due to struggling subsectors vital to daily life, according to the National Bureau of Statistics data. The water sector is plagued by scarcity, electricity shortage, crippled businesses, road and in despair, and tourism, a potential goldmine, remains stagnant. These challenges undermine the country's economic progress and perpetuate poverty. The renewed up economic reforms have driven Nigeria's highest GDP growth since the post-COVID era. However, the NBS data reveals a more nuanced story, highlighting the need for targeted interventions to address the shortcomings in these critical subsectors. The Nigeria Exchange Company Group reports 157.3% surge in profit before tax to 13.6 billion in 2024. Nigerian Exchange Group PLC has announced its audited financial report for the year ending December 31, 2024, reporting a record-breaking profit before tax of 13.6 billion naira. This represents a 157.3% year-on-year growth. The group's gross earning surged by 103.2% to 24 billion naira in FY 2024, driven by significant growth across key revenue streams. Transaction fees rose by 64%, listing fees increased by 397.1%, and technology-related income grew by 105%. The Board of Directors has approved the final dividend of 4.4 billion naira, translating to 2 naira per share, the highest dividend payout in the group's history. The group chairman of NGX Group, Alhaji Dr. Umari Kwaranga, stated these results marks a pivotal moment in NGX Group's post-demotorization growth journey, reinforcing investors' confidence in our long-term vision. Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Mr. Temi Bukwola commented, NGX Group's remarkable performance in 2024 reflects our strategic focus on execution, operational excellence, and innovation. We remain committed to deepening market participation, broadening investment opportunities, and driving efficiencies across the capital market ecosystem. Analysts predict a 5% GDP growth under Tinubu's administration. Nigeria's economy is expected to witness steady growth, with analysts predicting a 5% gross domestic product growth rate under President Bola Tinubu's administration. Tunji Adiros, CEO and founder of Awaba, expressed confidence in this outlook, citing the country's GDP growth trajectory and stability as key factors. According to Andrews, Nigeria's economic stability is crucial to achieving these projections. Additionally, the National Bureau of Statistics recently reported a 3.84% year-on-year GDP growth in Q4 2024. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group attributed this growth to the federal government policy reforms, including fiscal and monetary policy adjustment, economic liberalization efforts, and increased investment in infrastructure. Andrews cautioned that external shocks such as policy missteps or global financial crisis could derail the growth. However, he remains optimistic about Nigeria's economic prospects, citing the country's potential for growth and development. Naira surge in parallel markets hit strongest level against dollar, euro, and pound in February. The Nigerian Naira showed its biggest sign of stability in February, with a 6% appreciation in the parallel market, despite closing the month 1.6 weaker in the official market. The Naira's relative stability is attributed to improved transparency in the Central Bank of Nigeria forex policy and the new forex trading framework introduced late last year. Additionally, increased foreign investors' confidence, particularly in Nigeria's fixed income market, has contributed to the Naira's stability. The parallel market exchange rate strengthened from 106 per dollar to 105 per dollar, marking a 6.6% gain. This suggests that liquidity at the retail end of the market has improved significantly. However, analysts caution that a stronger Naira without solid economic backing could lead to another sharp depreciation. They argue that Nigeria still needs consistent foreign investment inflows and broader economic reforms to maintain long-term currency strength. Ministry project 100 billion contribution to GDP and 2 million jobs by 2030. The Minister of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, Anato Musawa, has announced plans to boost Nigeria's gross domestic product GDP by $100 billion and create 2 million jobs by 2030. Musawa revealed this during a media briefing in Lagos, where she outlined the ministry's activities and proposed action plans. She stated that the ministry has laid the necessary foundation and is ready to roll out strategic initiatives to drive growth in the industry. The minister highlighted the launch of the D30 platform, a centralized database designed to map the industry landscape and provide forward-looking insights. The platform will feature infrastructure audits, industry forecasts, and data-driven insights to guide investors and industry players. Musawa emphasized that the ministry's vision is to build an integrated, data-driven, and investment-friendly ecosystem that unlocks the vast opportunity within the industry. She noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has mandated her to ensure that industry players receive the necessary support to grow and thrive. Experts allay fears challenges over rebasing of GDP. The recent rebasing of Nigeria's gross domestic product GDP has sparked discussions among experts, with some questioning the implications of the new numbers. The National Bureau of Statistics updated the base year for GDP calculations from 2010 to 2019, incorporating new sectors and methodological improvements. This change aims to provide a more accurate picture of Nigeria's economic activities. Experts have highlighted the importance of rebasing in ensuring that economic data reflects current realities. They argue that it helps account for structural changes in the economy, enhance evidence-based decision-making, and boost economic profile globally. However, some experts have expressed concern about potential challenges, including the time-consuming and resource-intensive nature of the rebasing process and the possibility of revealing uncomfortable economic truths. Despite these concerns, experts agree that the benefits of rebasing far outweighs the difficulties, allowing for more effective policy decisions, better investment planning, and a clearer understanding of Nigeria's economic trajectory. That's all for now for Business Daily on Som TV. I am Abraham Joda. Stay tuned for more interesting programs on Som TV. Have a wonderful day.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch